If one wants to achieve greatness in life, tapasya is the way. Tapasya in Sanskrit is a discipline that involves meditation, austerity, self-discipline with the goal to achieve self-realization. And tapasya is manifested in three avatars: tapasya of the body, tapasya of the speech, tapasya of the mind. And it is a resolve to constantly work towards our aim without giving up. And the union of these elements is the inspiration for our new logo expression. It's the union of these elements which is the inspiration for our new logo identity, and thus becomes fruitful to prepare us with the might to deal with the 5 elements and the 5 senses. Tapasya's new logo identity is a manifestation of focus, resolve, worldliness, and learning that surpasses any borders.
Namaste. Hello viewers. Welcome to Prerana with Tapasya. I am Pooja. So generally in the month of March, students will be very stressed out thinking about their exams, time management and whatnot. So now by the month of May, you'll already be getting your results. So you're generally relaxed. Again, you still have a confusion. Confusion of what? So for 10 students, you will be having confusion on what to choose. So what to choose in the sense? Whether to choose science or whether to choose commerce. So in commerce, am I choosing computer science or stats or maths? Again in science, PCMB or PCMC. Again, coming to PU students, again, they'll have their confusions of should I choose BCom, should I choose BBA. So again, if in science, should I choose BCA or should I choose any other courses? So now, this one video will give you a perfect solution of what to choose. And I'm here to give you good colleges in and around. So, viewers, you've already seen the campus tour of Tapasya. I personally like the multiple layer control system over there and safety for students. So, today we are having Miss Pallavi, Assistant Professor, Tapasya College of Commerce and Management. Hello, ma'am.
Hello.
So, initially, ma'am, Tapasya started its college as CA academic classes.
Yes.
Later, it expanded to PU and again with the degree. So, what is the secret of your success, ma'am?
Yeah, ma'am. To start with, we started Tapasya College CA academic classes in the year 2009. Again, in the year 2012, we started our PU colleges. Again, in 2014, we started our degree colleges. And presently, we are having multiple branches in Bangalore also. The key for our success is our mission. So our mission states that providing high quality education for the students in business and management and integrating academic excellence with industry relevance. It's not just about providing the academic excellence. Again, it's not about providing the industry relevance. It's about having integrity between these two. So we are trying our maximum and also fulfilling our mission till date. So that's the key for our success.
So, ma'am, generally students have this myth saying that CA is a difficult subject. So they feel that exam is very difficult. So what is your suggestion or input for those kind of students so who feel CA is a difficult exam or to take up that exam?
Oh yeah, ma'am. Even I have seen students telling the same thing. It's like CA, it's very tough exam like that. No, anything in your life, initially the learning is tough. But when you excel in that, it is going to be easy. The students without the complete knowledge about CA would have told that. But with the proper guidance and also consistent learning, it's going to be easy. So they need someone to guide them and also they should have consistency in their learning. So with both of this, it's going to be easy.
So usually students will have the confusion of which course to choose and which is the best. So ma'am, what is your suggestion on which course to choose, whether to science or commerce?
Ma'am, actually, there is nothing like best stream. Every stream has its own value. Take, for example, science. In science, we are having subjects like chemistry, biology, physics, and maths. Students who are interested in these subjects and also they want to do field study, scientific study, they can opt science stream. In commerce, we are having subjects like business, accounts, and finance. Students who like these subjects and also want to career their future in the field of banking and also they want to become entrepreneurs, they can opt for commerce stream. It all depends on individual interest, their strength, and also career aspirations. In Tapasya, we are providing both commerce as well as science. In science, we are having PCMB and PCMC. Along with PCMB, we are providing integrated course that is NEET. Students who want to aspire in the medical field, they can opt for PCMB with NEET so that they can complete their MBBS, BAMS, or agricultural engineering, so and so. And also with PCMC, we are providing integrated course that is KCET. Students who want to pursue their engineering in the future days can opt for PCMC. When it comes to commerce stream, we are providing courses such as CEBA, MEBA, SEBA, and CSBA. Along with this, we are also providing integrated courses that is CA, CMA, and also CS. And especially that is IP MAT and CLAT. So these courses very much important for the students in order to get seats in IIM and also IITs in their future days.
Yes, ma'am. That was a simple and clarified information. So students, I hope you got your course to choose based on your strength and interest. So ma'am, usually even PU students will have the same doubt. So whether to choose science or commerce. So now what is your valuable insight on that? And also what are the courses offered in Tapasya?
Ma'am, students are student. Even for the PU student, they have to choose based on their interest, based on their strength and also career aspirations. As I said earlier, see in Tapasya, we are providing both science as well as commerce stream. In commerce, we are having BCom and BBA. In science, we are having BCA. Again, students will have confusion like why have to choose only BCom or BBA or BCA? What is the difference between this? Let me explain. Students who go for BCom, in the future, their career options will be there in the field of finance, accounting. They can become financial analyst, also investment broker or auditor. These are the career options. When they choose BBA, they can enter into the field of HR and marketing. So these are the career options they'll be having. Again, for BCA students, their career options will be like IT, web development, software development, and so on. Not only with this, Tapasya also provides integrated courses along with BCom and BBA, that is CA and CMA.
Yes, ma'am. As you have mentioned, you have an integrated courses as CA and CMA.
Yes, ma'am.
So now, what is the difference between CA and CMA, and what are the career options that students are having?
Okay. So, ma'am, first let me tell you the difference between CA and CMA, and later I'll be talking about the career options. When it comes to CA, primarily it is concerned with accounting, auditing, taxation, and financial reporting. And when it comes to CMA, it is primarily concerned with management accounting, financial analysis, strategic decision making within the organization. When it comes to career options, they can become cost accountant, finance manager, chief finance officer. There are multiple career options like this.
Yes, ma'am. As there was a difference between CA and CMA, you made it clear. So, what is the medium of instructions at Tapasya?
In Tapasya, the medium of instruction is English. It doesn't mean that we are disrespecting the regional language. We do respect them. The main reason for choosing English is in this competitive world, in order to have competitive advantage, it is very much important for the students to learn English. That's the reason the medium of instruction is English here.
So, ma'am, how do you ensure the stress-free learning for the students at Tapasya?
Ma'am, stress. Actually, we provide very friendly environment for the student. That itself will reduce 50% of the stress to the student. And even after that, we do monitor them. We do counseling sessions for them. There is meditation classes. There is yoga classes. These are the several aspects which helped us in reducing the stress with the students.
Yeah, that was great. To manage the stress is very important these days for students. So yes, ma'am, and these days students are very much interested in learning many other languages, and they also have the option of choosing their second and third language. So what is their option which is available in Tapasya to choose the second and third language?
Ma'am, actually for second language, we do have options. We are having Kannada and Hindi, but it is purely based on students' interest. So in my experience, I have seen student with a mother tongue Kannada will go for Kannada, students with a mother tongue Hindi will go for Hindi. We have to leave them in their own way of choosing their preferred languages.
Yeah, that's nice where students have the flexibility in choosing their subjects on their regional languages. So now, ma'am, how you have a quality education on students, which is great. You have many other options in their learning process. That's also important. How do you assess them? Like how do you evaluate them? So what is that procedure in the Tapasya?
So, ma'am, let me explain you the formal assessment norms in Tapasya and also what is special in Tapasya. It's like every month we'll be having tests. That's mandatory. And also, according to the PU board norms, we'll be conducting 2 quarterly exams and also 1 midterm exam, and also pre-board exams are there. So these are the things we follow without fail. And also with this, we'll be having PTM. So we do communicate with the parents. See, actually we need to understand the problem of the student. If the student is not scoring well, so what will be the reason? Either he is not studying well, or he might be not understanding what exactly the faculty is teaching, or he might have some personal issues with the family members, right? We need to identify the problem first, and then only we can give them the solution. This works better when we are communicating to the parent and informing them related to their marks, how well he is studying, or how well he or she is behaving in the class or campus, and what is their overall development, in which areas the improvement is still needed. So these are our assessment patterns.
Yes, ma'am. That was a significant step that Tapasya has taken to prove that not just learning, even though evaluating the process of learning is very important in students' life. So yes, I also wanted to know, ma'am, apart from academics, to develop a student's discipline and a personal development of a student is also very important as well as academic. So how do you take a step on creating and developing a discipline in students' life?
Discipline, ma'am, that was most expected question. Yes, everyone expect that students has to be disciplined. See, we cannot bring it overnight. It takes lot of time and effort from our end. See, one more thing is, can you clap with one hand? No, it's not possible. You need 2 hands to clap, right? So we need support from the parent and also vice versa. We can support the student in order to get the discipline. See, first we need to educate them what is discipline, why is it important, how does that help them in the future semester days. Being on time to the college is discipline. Dressing formally is discipline. Having a good haircut is discipline. See, why is it important? You have to be presentable. Time management is important. If we don't teach them now in their working experience in the future, they cannot be late, right? So we have to integrate, we have to tell them, we have to teach them slowly. I'm damn sure everything will not happen overnight or 1 or 2 days. For some students, it have taken 3-4 months. For some students, a year. Some students, they understood by end of second year. That's okay. Every student is unique. They take their own time in order to understand that. But we are happy that we are bringing in the discipline, and also we will never give up.
Yes, ma'am. That was a great move on bringing out the discipline and the personality development in students. I just have one more question. How does parents stay updated on the events and the programs that's happening in the college?
Yeah, ma'am, it is very much important for us to update the parents on what events or programs are happening in our college. Just to make it even more precise, it happens in all three levels. Like initially, PROs will be sending messages to the parents, and also they'll call and inform related to events and programs which are happening in college. When it comes to second level, class mentors. So there is separate parents group for each and every class, and class mentors will be responsible for that. Hence, they'll be getting updates in their WhatsApp also. And finally, the third level, we are having the social media, that is Instagram or YouTube channel, that is Prerana with Tapasya. Even once they subscribe to that, they'll be getting all the updates.
As Tapasya take a greater step in building academic of the student, how are parents are involved in students' progress at Tapasya, ma'am?
Yeah, ma'am, that's very much true. Parents' involvement in the student progress is very much important. The reason is, see, whenever I talk about student progress, it's not only marks. Like, I'm not at all talking about increasing their percentage from 50 to 100% or 80 to 90%. It's not only that. See, this generation kids, frankly speaking, they're having all their information in their fingertips. So there's Google, there is DeepSeek, they are having so many YouTube channels. They can get information from anywhere. So when we are talking about progress, it is along with the percentage. What is that other developments that students need? See, some student might need laptops for their work, but parents are not supporting in that. When the student is approaching, it may not work in the correct way. So we are always there to communicate with the parents and ask them to support their child. It's not only about the technological things, it's also some students want to enroll for other coaching classes, or they want to go and attend some other classes or orientation, whatever it is. So when the student talk to the parent, it is completely different. When we are approaching the parent, it is completely different. So we take a special step in understanding what exactly students need for their progress and what is their expectation from their parent, and integrating both of them and succeeding in that.
As we all know, not every students are same, and not every students are same in the pace of learning. So now, how proficient are the teachers in tackling the real world problems for the development of the students, ma'am?
Real world problems, in which profession it is not there, ma'am? It is there everywhere. When I'm talking about teaching, see, teaching is the only profession which teaches all other profession. And when I quote this, I actually mean it. So our faculties are out of their passion, like they really want to teach the student, and with lot of patience, having one-to-one monitoring with the student. See, real world problems we do face, like faculties might face. Some student may be arrogant, they may not respond properly, but how many times? When you're always having that smiling face, whenever you give respect to the student, see, obviously what you give will come back to you. Having respect towards the student, having monitoring towards them, and also teaching them the kindness. So that is how we bring the progress in the student, and our faculties are much more effective in these ways.
Go. As every college has its unique way of having the competitions in their college. At Tapasya, what is unique of conducting the competitions for students, ma'am?
So, ma'am, the uniqueness of Tapasya is like all the competitions, whatever we conduct in our college, are realistic in nature. See, whatever they study in their books, practically they have to learn it. I'll just give you a small example in very short way. See, they would have studied about startups, and we'll be doing competition about best startup idea. See, they learn the concept what is startup, and they are coming with the idea of their own startup idea. So that is how the competitions will be. So one more example will be like CSR activity. So they would have studied in their books like what is corporate social responsibility. When there is a competition, if you are a business organizer or you are MD of some organization, you want to do CSR activity, which activity would you like to do? Okay, so now they are learning it theoretically and they are doing it practically. That is bridging of gap between that, and that works better for the students.
So, ma'am, as you've already spoken on academically weaker students, so how do you cope up with toppers in having consistency in their scoring?
That's so true, ma'am. Having consistency in their scoring for the toppers is very much mandatory and it is required now. In order to have consistency, we should motivate them. In order to motivate them, we are having appreciation program. So earlier also I spoke that we'll be having monthly tests. So what are we doing is we'll be giving badges to the student. It is like 2 badges, one for the topper of the month, and also student of the month. Topper of the month is for the student who has scored highest in that particular test, and student of the month is like they are good in studies also, they are good in discipline also, like overall they are good. Okay, it is human tendency, right? Once you get something, you don't want to leave it for the other. So this works better for us. They got their badges, they don't want to give it up, they are having consistency, and this is our technique in order to keep up the consistency for the student.
Ma'am, as you have already spoken about the academic part of Tapasya, what are the other non-academic activities does Tapasya do?
Non-academic activities, it means like cultural activities. I know that it is very much important in the student life because few students will identify their own talents in their cultural programs, and also majority of them will create the best memory in this cultural programs itself. Like how other colleges will follow the legacy of dance competitions or singing competitions, we do have that legacy of dance and singing competitions. Along with this, we are having radio shows for the students, and also ramp walk, and also student seminar, like students who are interested in the teaching field. So everybody has their own talents and uniqueness, so we will let them explore to the maximum.
Ma'am, how do Tapasya support students in grabbing their opportunities for existing scholarships?
That's a good one, ma'am. When we are thinking in the point of view of the parent, it is very much needed. And I have seen many students and parents, they are not at all aware about the scholarship. Like they don't know about SSP scholarship or NSP scholarship or meritorious scholarship. They don't know the difference between that. So sometimes they wanted to apply and the last date is done already. So in order to clear all this mess, in our college, we are having nodal officer and empowerment officer who do take care about all this scholarship. Like they'll be intimating the students about the days, like when they have to apply for the scholarship, and when is the last day, what are the documents required. So with this ways we are going to help the students.
Ma'am, as a student, it's not only about being academically good, it is also about student having their own social concern. So what is Tapasya's call on it?
Yeah, when you're talking about social values, I think so it is very much important. So it's just my opinion that a student with 99 percentage in their ranking but they don't have social values, it means they don't have nothing. So it is very much important for us, being a faculty or being one educational institution, in order to teach students about the social values, like what is right, what is wrong in the community wherever they stay. In order to inculcate all of this, we are having an SS camp. So in that is the actual place where students will understand what are social values. They'll be seeing everything practically. See, we can do it inside the campus also, showing them the videos and asking them, see, this is the real world, these are the difficulties. See, actually you are very much happy, you got a happy family. See, that stays in their brain only for one day. But when you practically take the students outside and when they experience everything, so they will understand the toughness of the life. So that is how we are going to cultivate the social values in our students.
Ma'am, do Tapasya provide any transportation facility for students?
No, ma'am, actually no transportation. The reason is all our branches are not there in the remote areas, and it is in such a place where a public transportation is easily available. So that is the reason we don't provide any transportation, and also we didn't get much demand for that. In future days, if there is demand for that, and we are very much happy to provide it.
So ma'am, what is the eligibility criteria for admission process in Tapasya?
Eligibility criteria, yes ma'am. Generally for PU, the student have to clear their SSLC exam with a good aggregate percentage, and for degree, the same student have to clear PU second PUC examination with a good percentage. That is mandatory. Along with that, if they belong to the same state, then transfer certificate works better. If they are out of state, then NRI student, then they have to submit migration certificate. Generally, for degree, if they are from different university or change of college, then we do require migration certificate. And also, along with this, identity proofs, all that is mandatory. For further details, the parents can visit any of the nearest branch of Tapasya, and they'll be getting the more details about that.
Ma'am, as you've already spoken about NRI students, do Tapasya provide any hostel facilities for those students?
Yeah, ma'am. As of now, currently we have started our residential campus in Esargatta. So we do have our future plans. We just have to work on that. So currently we do provide the hostel facility. As I said, it is there in Esargatta.
So, ma'am, find Tapasya.
So Tapasya, for three reasons. That is education, explosion, last but not the least, evergreen memories in your life.
So finally, ma'am, thank you for being with us for this longest session. So for sure, this will be a powerful insight for our students. Thank you, ma'am.
It's my pleasure, ma'am, and actually I had a great time here. Thank you.
I'm glad to provide you my feedback about the college. My overall experience to date has been amazing, and the college is having an amazing infrastructure and quality education. Our college has provided me a number of opportunities to grow and explore my skills and knowledge. I always found a positive and healthy environment, and the teachers are highly supportive. Most of my doubts were cleared after the classes get over. I am highly thankful to this college for providing me this opportunity to being a part of this college. So I suggest to all to choose Tapasya.